Hello everyone, welcome to your first class for the pregnancy and postnatal strength and mobility class. So what we're going to do today, what you need is a broomstick. Now if you're watching this back, you can get a broomstick and just unscrew it. This is going to help with positioning and balance. And I've got a chair, you can use a sofa, you can use, well, you don't need a chair, but it might be handy again during pregnancy if you get out of breath. Just pause and have a rest. Today's focus is mobility of the hips and back, but we are going to do a full body workout. So when we're doing our mobility, let's get into our hips and our lower back, which can get quite stiff. If you've got any issues with symphysis pubis dysfunction or pelvic girdle pain, please do let me know, because then I can adjust the workouts accordingly. So you can comment in the group and I will tweak things and give adjustments, but I'll give adjustments as we go. Righty ho. So, as I said, equipment, chair, stick. I've got weights as well. Excuse me if Ellie kicks off. She is sleeping at the moment, so I've just got the monitor next to me. So let's work on our hip mobility. So starting off, just rocking left and right. Feet can be as wide or as narrow as you wish. And I've got my notes down below, so I'm just going to be referring to them. So just rocking left and right, freeing up movements. This is really good after you've had baby as well, because it takes a little while for our hips and our body to get back. But this is also good for preparing for labour. You want to be able to have good wide stance so you can get down into a squat if you prefer, or to be able to get your legs apart so you can get baby out. So standing on one leg, this is where your stick's handy. We're not doing balance today, that'll be another week. But I'd like you to just rotate one leg in and out. Just try and massage and mobilize all around in the hip. Now as you can see, I like to work barefoot because you get better feedback. And again, you can have a wide stance, you can have a narrow stance. Ooh, that wide stance is getting nice for me, all in there. Good, and then the other side. So again, as wide or as low as you, narrow as you wish. Lean on the stick for support. And go in and out, in and out. Okay, so our next one, let's just stay balancing with the stick. We're going to get the inside of our legs, the inside of our thighs, and this talks to the pelvic floor muscles, helps to stretch and mobilize. And if the hips are feeling a bit tight, it is good to stretch all in and around all the muscles of the legs that connect to the hips, because things get a bit out of balance, a bit out of whack, and it's quite good to stretch them all, mobilize them all, and then everything resets a little bit. Now if it sticks too much, you can lean against the chair and go bend. While we're leaning against the chair, you can lean against the wall if you want to, or you can do it without. Rest the stick, turn this to the side, keeping the hips going a little bit if you wish, and we're going to go under and over. So reaching over as far as you can, like that, stretching down the side, and then reaching under. It's going to open up the back a little bit. So, under, over. You can look at the hand if you wish. Just go as wide, again, as you want to, or as you're able to. Everyone feels different. My aches and pains are all in the side since having baby. Other people might not have any aches and pains there, it might be on the shoulders. You can just go with the body. So the whole point of this class is to go within. Feel the body, feel how you're moving, and listen to your body, what it's telling you. Let's swap sides. The other hand, swoop underneath, and then over top. And again, you can just go small stance, small moves, or really big swooping movements. Whatever feels good for you. So I'd like to aim for about 45 minutes for the workout. Allowed an hour. Any questions, please do let me know. I like to address those at the end. I'll answer them in the group. Last one. Nice. So, leaning against the chair again, step back, push the hips back, keep the back straight, push the hips back, push the hips back, use the chair just to have a nice stretch, walking, rocking the knees, walk the ankles if you want to, get some flexibility, get some blood circulation, really good if you're getting any swelling in the ankles. Moving the hips around. Let's turn the hands over. If you can. That might be a bit hard on the chair. Or alternative, if you can, push the hips back, palms facing the ceiling, reach forward, and then stand up. Reach forward, stand up. If you want to, reach diagonally. Changing sides, from the front, reach diagonally, reaching forward, reach low if you wish, or reach high. Good. Good. Shrug the shoulders up to the ears. Pull them back, inhale, exhale, relax. Up to the ears, inhale, exhale, back and down. Up, inhale, back, down, exhale. Move the head left to right. Good. So you can sit down for this or stand, up to you. If you're newly postnatal, you might want to lie down. But we're going to work on our breathing. Important thing with this exercise, with the extra weight that's bearing down the pelvic floor muscles, we want to make sure that our breathing is working. So when we breathe in, this is our diaphragm. When it's in the right place, it's here. When we're pregnant, it gets a bit high, but it's here normally. So when we breathe in, that goes down. The tummy expands. It also pushes down the pelvic floor. When we breathe out, everything goes back up. So, take a big breath in, feel that pelvic floor go down, and then when you breathe out, see if you can get that pelvic floor muscles to lift. Think about your pelvic floor, think about your kegels. With a kegel, we're kind of squeezing as if we're trying not to wee, or we're squeezing as if we're trying not to pass wind. It's quite a straightforward move when you think about it, because everyone wants to either stop a wee or stop a fart if you're in the wrong place for that. But what we're going to do is we're going to add something to it. So your pubic bone at the front, your tailbone at the back, coccyx, pubis. Imagine that instead of just squeezing and squeezing, you're bringing those two bones together. Now they don't move in real life, so don't think they're not moving really. They don't move in real life. But what I want you to do is just imagine, take a big breath in. Now, when you exhale, instead of just feeling the pelvic floor lift, imagine that you're bringing those bones together and they're kind of tucking up inside you. Your tummy will come in, whether you're pregnant or not, and the tummy will lift. So you can place your hand on baby if you're pregnant, and inhale, exhale, coccyx and pubis come together, lift the pelvic floor and see if your tummy lifts up with it. And then relax. Inhale, exhale, coccyx and pubis come together, lift the entire pelvic floor, lifting baby, and then relax, relax the tummy, feel baby come out. Or relax, not come out. So that's kind of the gist of what I'm going to be talking about. If you want more bespoke coaching for that and you want to know how, then by all means you can book in. If you're a member, then you get half price PT, so you can always book me in then. So ask me about any of that. What we're going to do, grab your weights, tins of beans work, or you can use a band, or you can just use your arms. Doesn't matter. We're going to go 3 rounds, so you'll get the hang of it eventually. If you want to sit down, you can. If you want to stand, go for it. So, let's do sitting down for the first one. We're going to do a push out. So you're going to inhale, exhale, push out, extending the arms. There's a lot of kind of that movement when you're putting baby in the car or in a push chair or in a high chair. There's a lot of that movement, holding baby at arm's length. I want to practice that while your tummy's fairly tight. If you're newly postnatal, again, it's going to be useful, but just be mindful of your posture. Make sure you're not leaning back. Tuck everything under, nice and tall. And when you do that, don't lean back. Okay, so that's the first move. The next move, again, if you want to, you can lean forward with your weight or without. Lean forward and pull up like that. So tummy's between the legs, if that works for you. Or you're bending over, leaning on the chair, and then. So again for this one, exhale. Feel the tummy contract, support the back. And we're strengthening our back muscles. Okay, and then we'll do the same on the other side. We're going to do that 3 times. So just get ready for that. And I'll start the timer. So here we go. We're going to go for a minute. We'll give you a chance to just have a breather if you wish. So grab your weights. Let's go. So pushing out, inhale, exhale, feel the tummy go in, feel the pelvic floor lift, and then inhale on the way back. Good. And if you wish, sit back further, lean on the back of the chair, or you can lean against a wall if you want some support on the back. Inhale, exhale. If you want to slow it down, exhale, coccyx and pubis come together, lift the pelvic floor, and then relax. If you've got a band, you can use a band, or just use your arms. Otherwise, exhale on that hardest bit, and that the pelvic floor should naturally lift a little bit anyway. Again, if you have any questions about any of this, please let me know. 10 seconds. I'm going to stand up, bending over, so push the hips back. Big chest, pull the shoulders down, hand either there or on your thigh, and we're going to pull the weight up. Try not to twist, okay? So this pull action is picking up things off the floor. You're going to be picking up a lot of things, especially if you give baby a dummy. So, exhale. Feel the squeeze of the shoulder blades. Again, if you need to, just stand up, have a little shimmy out, and then rest again. If you need to as well, you can kneel and do that. If your wrist is sore, okay? Keep going, 10 more seconds. Good, standing up. Have a little shimmy, swap sides. So take a big breath in and out. Relax, okay? Feeling okay? We're going to swap sides. So leaning if you can, don't have to put any weight on your arm if you don't want to. Push the hips back so you're not doing that. We want the back straight like that. If you want to, place your hand on your other hand on your tummy. Inhale, feel the tummy relax. Exhale, feel it draw in. Okay, keep going. Keep going. You've got 30 seconds. I'm just going to show you. You can practice this with your broomstick. Place it on your tailbone, your upper back and your head. And then bend over. Keep those 3 points in contact. That's your position. Okay? And then pull back. Or you can lean on the stick. There you go. That's another thing. 3, 2, 1. Good. Use the stick to support yourself to stand up. So same thing. Stay. Get your stick, your weight ready. So I'm going to go without sitting down now. If you want to sit down, you can still. Ground the feet. Nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Coccyx and pubis together. Lift the pelvic floor if that's your thing. Relax. Or if you just want a sweaty workout, inhale. Exhale. Make sure, exhale, feel the tummy come in for that support. If you get lightheaded, slow it down, have a breather. Use whatever weight you wish. You know how much weight you can carry. And if you find that you're holding your breath, then that's too heavy for you. Reduce the weight or just drop down and use your arms. Okay, going back to our bent over row. Round 2. Take a big breath in and out. Relax everything. Wiggle the hips from side to side. Okay, I'm going to grab the stick again. That was quite good for support. So hold the stick, bending over. If you want to, you can use both weights, do both at the same time, and just rest and then repeat. So listen to what your arm's doing. Feel that pull, feel that squeeze of the muscles in your back. Soft knees, soft knees. Seconds left. Keep looking forward. Imagine if you were lying the stick down on the floor, look out at the end of the stick. Good. Standing up. Whew. Here we go. We're going to swap sides. Again, have a little shimmy. 8 seconds. Bending over. Here we go. So again, hold the stick, look towards the end of it. That's your place, so you're not looking at your feet. There we go. We'll do 2 rounds. I know I said 3, but we'll do 2 because I want to go through the next round and explain that, because this is the first one. I just want to check that we're all right for time. 3, 2, 1. Rest. So when you're picking up and putting down, bend the knees like that. Okay. So our next exercise. We are doing leg work. We need strong legs. We need strong legs. When you have baby, you're going to be getting up and down off the floor, getting up and down out of a chair all the time. And if you have a C-section, it's going to be blooming hard. I mean, just a vaginal birth is going to be hard anyway. But if you end up having a C-section, you're going to need to have strong legs and be able to breathe properly and practice getting up out of a chair when your abs are really weak because they've been cut into. Okay, I had a C-section. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I want to do a squat, or you can do a sit to stand. If you want to use a weight, go for it. I'm going to do no weights. Then we're going to do a deadlift. Again, if you're good at deadlifts and you know what to do, you do that. I'm going to use the stick, just like I showed you before, placing it on my back to practice the movement pattern and get the breathing good. Okay? And then we're doing a lunge. Do whatever lunge you want. For this one, I'm going to do a curtsy lunge because it's taking your knees together, your legs together, rather than apart, which is much nicer for symphysis pubis pain, pelvic girdle pain, things like that. But to practice getting up and down the floor, by all means, if you want to, you can do an alternating forward lunge. But let's work the booty. So here we go. So when you do your deadlift, remember, tailbone, upper back, head, pivot, exhale, pivot, exhale. Keep those 3 points of contact. Okay? And if you want to, you can bend over, hold the stick, exhale, push your hands together, create some tension through the body. It's going to help engage your core muscles. Okay? Right, let's get into it. Just checking that baby is asleep. Here we go. Stop. Okay, sit, stand first. So, use the stick for balance. Find the chair. There we go. Inhale. Exhale. Stand up. So that exhale is going to support the core. I don't need the stick, but you might. And if you're good with your squats, then go down, tap, go down. Don't be a hero. Do what you can. Don't push yourself too hard. So say rate of exertion is about a 10. If you want to go 10 out of 10, go for it. Stick to around 5, maybe push yourself to 8 max. Good. So our next one is a deadlift. Pushing the hips back and forward. You might end up having to put baby into the bassinet. You're going to need to be able to deadlift to put baby down when you do it. Stick here. Here we go. So pivot. So the next exercise, I'm going to start you off with the lunge, and then I'm going to go get Ellie out of bed because she's awake. Notice how I'm bending the knees. Use your legs. Use your legs, don't rely on your back. Three, two, one. Good. Okay. Curtsy lunge, again if you want to, balance with the stick. One leg goes behind the other, curtsy. And then other leg, curtsy. Just like that. You're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. And I will get Ellie. You've got 30 seconds. Keep going. Here we go. So we're doing curtsy lunge. And I'm going to show you, so to put baby on the floor, you're going to lunge down. You're going to end up down on the floor like that. Hey baby, here we go. Here we go. Good girl, I know. You're still a bit tired. You could have been asleep for a bit longer. Okay, rest. Next one, back to our sit to stand or squats. Oops. There you go, baby. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to use weights. Let's go. Keep going. How are we for time? Perfect. So if you're noticing that your knees are a bit wobbly, get a booty band. You can get it from Kmart. Well, you can at the moment. Tie it around your legs or buy a band from me, and it's going to keep your knees out. Inhale. Exhale. Hi baby. Hiya. Hi little baby. Yeah, two rounds of each is good. Keep exhale. Good stuff. Nearly there, I think. At least confirm the timer. There we go. Okay. So our next one. Remember, if you wish, stick on your back. Nice and tall. Imagine that stick's there. Push the hips back, soften the knees. Inhale, exhale, drive the hips up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. And if you wish, once you get to the top, breathe in, breathe out, relax, and then go again. 15 seconds. That's it. Good stuff. Nearly there. Nearly there. Okay, again, if you wish, keep the weights, or you can balance with the stick. Move that. So keep doing curtsy if you wish. I'm going to do an alternating forward lunge. So here we go. Down, tap the ground if you can. Exhale to come back. It is separating the legs, which does tug on the pelvic floor, does tug on the pelvis. But if you can do it, do it. And again, if you wish, you can lean against something. Okay? Nearly there. So watch where you're stepping. Make sure that your feet are on tracks, not a tightrope. And we tap the knee to the ground and back up. Go as wide or as narrow as you can. So if you need to, just do that. But try not to have the knees over the toes. Good. Rest there. So again, when you're putting the weights down, bend the knees, place them down. I like to rest on the forearms, my forearms on the legs. So stop that. Good stuff. So, relaxation. Grab yourself a drink. Now, at any point that you need to relax, any point during the week, or during the day, relaxation is great. And I advocate, especially in pregnancy and then in the 4th trimester, relax more than work out, because our body is stressed and depleted enough. Okay? So first thing, breathing. You can sit down for this, or you can head on the floor. I'm going to head onto the floor. Take a big breath in, and now again, one hand on your chest, one hand on your tummy. Inhale, exhale, just relax, let everything go. We'll just tilt the camera down so you can see me a little bit better. Yes, I have got a potty there, you can see. And yes, Ellie is 6 months old, but never too early, I reckon. Inhale, exhale. If you are not pregnant, then, or if you're early in your pregnancy, feel free to lie on your back to do this. All we're doing is just relaxing here. As you breathe, please relax your jaw, lips together, teeth apart, and breathing in and out through the nose if you can. Otherwise, you can breathe into the nose and then sigh out through the mouth. So my favourite relaxation exercises, down training and opening exercises, are your child's pose and your cat-cow. I'm going to do those in just a moment, but what I'd like to do first is a side bend to open up the obliques, to give them some nice TLC. So one hand on the floor, or you can lean against the chair and just lean over. But for this purpose, I'm going to bring both legs around to one side, lean on the floor and reach over as if I'm trying to touch the wall. Take a big breath in. Fill into the sides, feel it expand, and then relax. And if you wish, you can rotate a little bit. walk yourself up, fists on the floor if you wish, and then I'm going to do the other side. Ooh. And because our legs are like this, one side is going to stretch differently to the other, and if you need to, you can rest your elbow on your leg. Big breath in, filling into the side, and then relax. And you can move, rock forward and back, or reach, come back, reach, come back, reach, come back. Okay, we're going to swap sides. So spinning the legs around to the other side, elbow on the floor, reaching over. Again. Rock forward and back if you wish. And then reach, come back, reach, come back, reach, come back, pushing yourself up. Then leaning over. Spin a little bit. Twist. Go where it feels good, keep out of where it doesn't. And then reach, come back, reach, come back, reach, come back. We're going to head onto all fours. If you want to be on your elbows, you can, or your fists. So we're doing a cat-cow. Tuck the hips under, tuck the chin to chest. And imagine for this one, this is a really good labouring position because it helps to relax the tummy. So take a big breath in. Imagine that the tailbone is tucking under and the sitting bones are closing. And as you go under, tuck under. And then as you push the hips up, the tailbone is opening and the sitting bones are opening. Under and open. And if you wish, elbows can go on the floor, tuck and open. And this leads me into child's pose quite nicely. Legs as wide as you wish. Sitting down, head on the floor, or resting on a chair. And taking a big breath in, filling into your back. Filling into your tummy, send it down to the pelvic floor, and then relax as you breathe out. And just rocking yourself forward, walking yourself back up. That brings us to the end of our first session. Please do let me know if you have any questions, anything about pregnancy and recovery at all. If you are a member, then please do book in to see me. You should have your discount code to book your half price PT. Otherwise, let me know how you get that. And yeah, enjoy. Do this often as you wish. It'll be in the group, and I will catch you next time.